Good evening, ladies as well as gentlemen. It's time for another run with one of my least played classes, the Paladin. Gonna start off with a pretty bad card. I don't like taking Divine Favor, especially early on, because, let me lower my volume, you don't necessarily know that you're gonna have fewer cards than your opponent, so that could just be totally useless. Then again, these cards are pretty garbage. Let's take the Young Priestess and hope for the best. Okay, I could take the Light's Justice. It's alright, but I'm actually going to grab an Ooze here just because it's nice to have an out against weapons, and people play Oozes against me a lot. It's just nice to have an out there. Okay, so I can start taking endgame here with the Frost Elemental, but I'm actually going to take Earthen Ring Farseer. It's not my favorite endgame card, this Elemental, and the Earthen Ring Farseer, 3/3 for 3 solid, and sometimes healing is really, really nice. Alright, the Guardian of Kings is a solid 7-drop, but let's grab a Blessing of Kings here. Nice to have one of those in the deck. I just got into a spirited debate with an intelligent commenter on one of my channels saying he would never pick Novice Engineer for a Paladin because it's basically like the hero ability. You get a 1/1 except the Novice Engineer draws a card, and then the Paladin's hero ability also gives you a 1/1 except it doesn't cost a card. The thing I gotta point out here though, and I kind of debated him a little bit, is that you can't compare the Novice Engineer to the Paladin's hero ability. You have to compare it to the other cards that are being offered. I'd rather have a Mana Cycler that thins out my deck and makes my draws more consistent than a garbage Taunter or this really conditional card drawer that may or may not do anything. So I'm going to take the Novice Engineer here. I stand by that choice. Oh, we got total trash here except for the Infiltrator, so let's just grab that. And then the Senjin is really great. Okay, I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. Now here, we could take the Vengeful Mercenary, but I'm not a big fan of this as a 5-drop. It just stops you from playing other stuff. It is good to take if you desperately need endgame, but we're only at 730, so I'm not going to take that yet. I'm going to take Panda here. We've got some pretty good synergy here, actually. I can reset the stealth on this. I can maybe bust another weapon with that, draw another card with that, heal more with that. There's actually quite a bit. And also, if I get Argent Protectors later, those are amazing with the Panda, so I want to have those in my deck. Okay. I could take one of these 5-drops. They're both solid, but I'm actually going to take the Scarlet Crusader. I'm finding that having really good 3-drops can just turn around a game, and I've lost my share of games just because my opponent had a Scarlet Crusader or a Harvest Golem on turn 3. So I just really want to have these guys in the deck. I feel like they make a big difference. Peacekeeper, don't ever pass that card, ever. Consecration I'm happy about. That's really nice. I played my last Paladin run without Consecration. It was the stream highlight, follow the rules. And I did really, really well without any consecrations, but still I'd always rather have one than not. Here, okay, we'll take a Tiger. It's a really good 5-drop. And Spiteful Smith is excellent. Now, I've got enough 2-drops. I'm not going to pass on this 4/6 for 5. Okay, Argent Protector. I think you just got to take those as a Paladin. They're so good. Okay, so here, I'm not going to take Humility. Lord of the Arena has actually been kind of good for me and against me lately, so I might just have been undervaluing that card. But let's go for a little bit more of an aggressive bent to this deck. Let's grab the Infiltrator here for some more 1-drops. Oh man, this is tough. So I hate passing on a Golem. It's just such an important 3-drop, but I'm not going to pass on True Silver Champion. Alright, Argent Protector number 2 is fine. I think at 3 you start to kind of have to start thinking a little bit, but 2 is fine. Guardian of Kings, here I will take some endgame. Now I could take the Stormwind Champion, but I think that would be imprecise to skip my 6-drop and have 2 7s, so we'll take the Harpy instead. I have a pretty low-ish curve, so I don't really mind having a Harpy. Harpy is what I don't like to have when you have a high curve. The reason I like to have a low curve if I'm playing with Harpy is that you really want the board to be empty, so the more 6-drops and 7-drops you have in your deck, the less the likelihood that you're going to be able to clear the board out by the time turn 6 comes around. Okay, so we can take the Pine-Sized Summoner and dream of turn 2 Scarlet Crusaders or turn 3 Senjins, or I could just take the Crazed Alchemist, which could be useful more situationally. I'm going to take the Crazed Alchemist. I just hate this Pine-Sized Summoner. It always dies. I don't remember literally the last time I got to actually play something for cheap and have it make any kind of a difference. And the Crazed Alchemist could be good later in the game. Okay, so we have another opportunity here for Light's Justice. Well, it does get in the way of True Silver Champions, but I've only got the one of those. But I'm actually going to take the Bluegill Warrior. This is 2 damage instead of 1 damage, and it's one of the Paladin's only way of getting early kills. I don't like this at all. Don't like this at all. This is stupid. I guess I'll take the Hand of Protection over the Humility, but I don't know. It's a tough call. Alright, I want to take the Panda here, number 2, to go from it with my 2 Argent Protectors. That's awesome. Hammer of Wrath is great. Could use some 3-drops. Okay. Cultmaster has been really good for me lately, but I don't know if this is a good curve for it. I'm going to take the Stupid Monkey, believe it or not. I just need some 3-drops, and I don't have much taunt, so that kind of fits both bills. Do I take another Truce of a Champion? Yeah, we're going to do that. And another Consecration sounds good as well. Alright, so I can either fill in the hole here with the 3-drop, or I could take another 5-drop. What do I think my deck needs more? Well, I've got 4... These are all pretty beefy guys. They're not just, you know, 5-mana, 6-mana things. They're pretty beefy, except for the Harpy, I suppose. So it'd be nice to get a little bit more beef. It would also be nice to get another Farseer. Let's go for the beef. It's what's for dinner. I'm not sure, though. That was a tough call. Let's take the Acolyte of Pain, try to fill out my curve a little bit. And here... Well, with this low curve, I actually could potentially get off a Divine Favor, but is it worth passing up on a Defender of Argus when I don't have any buffs and I don't have much taunt? I don't have any buffs in this deck at all. Not a single one. Wow. Yeah, I need to take this. Alright, so we got the usual 4-mana spike here going for the Paladin. Got all the Paladin 4-mana cards. Blessing of Kings, Truce of a Champion, Consecration, Hammer of Wrath. They're all in here. Decent smattering of endgame, and then the curve is pretty low, so I should do fine in most early games. I think this is a fine deck. I predict it could make it to 7. We'll see if I'm right or not. But that's my prediction. I gotta pull up my stat sheet for you folks. Paladin has been really interesting. So this was actually my absolute worst class for a long time, like the absolute bottom of my 9. But my last 8 runs with Paladin were 12-1-8, 9-12-9, 7, and then my stream highlight, which was the video before this one. I'm not gonna spoil it, but it was good. So of my last 8 runs, I had a 1-win arena, and then everything else was 7 or higher. So that's 7 out of 8 being 7 or higher. That's kind of amazing. Anyway, we're here. This actually needs to all get mulligan. Holy crap, that's terrible. Up against a rogue, which is my least favorite matchup as a paladin. We got actually terrible, terrible draws. Just unbelievably terrible. This guy, you don't really want to play him on turn 2, but oh god. What am I doing with my life here? Alright, Scarlet Crusader, that could be good. Although a rogue can, of course, deal with this relatively easily. But still. Okay, here we go. I'm going to actually coin out that Scarlet Crusader. I just feel like I'd be falling too far behind if I recruited here. Let's coin out the Crusader, accept the fact that next turn I can't do anything except play a recruit, and just call it a day. But I need to put some pressure on the opponent. So she can, of course, kill this by just making a dagger, running the Fairy Dragon in, and then killing off the Scarlet Crusader with her dagger. Then she has a dagger in her hand to finish off one of my recruits, and she's doing just fine. This is against a rogue is just the worst time to have a bad draw. She is going to go for this. So she's not going down a card. I cost her to spend her whole turn. Oh, she's going to actually backstab to keep the Fairy Dragon alive. Well, of course, that makes sense. Why would do it any other way? But that's unfortunate. Consecration number 2. Man, I maybe got a little greedy with those consecrations. This is looking pretty awful now. I've got absolutely nothing to do with this hand. Yuck. Well, anyway, I don't know. I think my deck's fine. I've got plenty of stuff to do. It's just didn't quite work out here. So this is the nightmare scenario. She has Ascension. It does not die to Consecration. Hand of Protection is just totally useless. What is going on with this draft? Seriously. Hammer of Wrath. I got Hammer of Wrath this down to 2 health, and then hope that next turn she plays something that does tie to Consecration. God, that's really asking for a lot, though. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and do like the lamest turn 4 of all time. I wouldn't have minded having my own Senjin, to be honest, but this at least will, you know, be a nuisance for her to kill. Oh my god, this is ridiculous. I'm not going to be able to use these Paladin spells because my opening was so weak. But, you know, I wouldn't have been quite as bad off if she just hadn't been a rogue. I mean, a rogue dealt with that Scarlet Crusader in high style. If she hadn't had that dagger, I would have been fine. She actually betrayals just to pop off the Divine Shield. Looks like she's going to kill the recruit with the dagger and then the Argent Protector with Senjin. No, she's going straight for the face. She thinks this guy... man, clearly she didn't get the memo of don't let paladins keep creatures. Well, yeah, this is actually good for me. So now what I can do... Oh, no, hang on. If I Consecrate and run that in, this guy actually survives. If I Hammer of Wrath, I could run him in. The Fairy Dragon survives. Well, I could rather have the Fairy Dragon survive. So let's Hammer of Wrath. And, okay, I can either play this guy and lose this Argent Protector, or I can put Hand of Protection on him, keep him around. I'm actually going to do this. So I can always put Hand of Protection on this thing later. Might as well get another minion on the board that's less vulnerable to removal. Alright, so she can, of course, keep on dealing damage to me. I'm at half health. However, I do have Guardian of Kings, which is pretty nice. That'll heal me back up. Shattered Sun Cleric is very irritating because it stops this thing from dying to Consecration. And now, of course, this also does not die. She's actually going all the way for the face here. Alright, there's someone knocking on the side of my house. It's really creepy. Okay, well, I can't play Wind-Free Harpy, but what I can do is play a Novice Engineer, cycle a card. Blessing of Kings. Oh, that would have been good in another life. But we're going to do this here. And I'm going to kill off... I wish I had mana left over to use Hand of Protection. Alas, we're just going to have to do a trade there. What the hell is up with that knocking on the side of the house? That is freaking me out. Anyway, hopefully she's got some tiny stuff that will all die to Consecration. But I may just play the Guardian of Kings if I can swing it. She's actually going to keep the Fairy Dragon to kill against the Defender of Argus. Oh no, she's got a War Golem. That's not good. I cannot deal with that very effectively at all. Jesus. I'm like a turn behind. If this were already on the field, I would have no trouble. She's got 11 damage. Alright, we're going to have to do this. It sucks. It really sucks, but I have no choice. I just have to hope that she cannot kill me. She would need to deal 4 damage, so an Eviscerate and she wins the game. Yep, that's it. You kind of play to your outs. I have these Consecrations that I drafted so eagerly, and they were just terrible because I had a slow start. If I could have just gotten something down earlier and kept it on the board. And if she hadn't kept on playing things that just survived Consecration. Ah, man. Senjin and then War Golem. Alright, she doesn't have the kill. Miraculously, she does not have the kill. She's actually killing off my minions now, which is good. Oh, man, this is great. I could come back and still win this. Alright. So she actually decided for some reason to just kill off my minions. Now, this Tiger's great, of course. It'll deal some serious damage to me, but it's alright. We can Consecrate. Kaboom. And now I can either play just the Acolyte or a Recruit and the Protector. Let's go ahead and put more down rather than less. So she can get me down to 9 health, but if she couldn't kill me from 4 health, I doubt she can kill me from 9. Got the second Consecration here. I might be able to clear her board if she drops some junk. She's already played a decent amount of endgame. How much endgame can she have? She's hitting me in the face, okay. Mad Bomber. Oh, please don't kill my stuff. Ah, it had the Divine Shield. No, that's so sad. She's going to kill the Recruit. Yep, that was unfortunate. Oh my gosh, does she have nothing else to do? Please have nothing else to do. Oh, she has something else to do. She has a backstab. Lame! Oh no, this Tiger's actually not going to die. Because it's going to survive Consecration by a hair. Oh, Bluegill Warrior, yes! Alright, so we have Bluegill Warrior here. Let's drop a Hand of Protection on this puppy. We're going to run it in there. Consecration number 2. Make a Recruit. Okay. If I could just keep one of these, if one of these minions survives, she can obviously dagger down one of them. But if one of them survives, then I can just put Blessing of Kings and a Harpy down. I might hang on and win this game. It's not impossible. I mean, she's got 3 cards. The card situation is fine. She's trying to burn me out here. I mean, I'm at 8 health. I've used up my heal. I've got an Earthen Ring Farseer for healing, but that's it. So if she has good burn potential, she could win this game, but there's a chance. She's continuing to dagger down my minions, so she cannot kill me. She'd be daggering my face if she were going to kill me. This is good news. She's got an ooze. I don't care about the ooze. Actually, True Silver Champion is also healing. Oh no, I've used both Consecrations, and now she drops the Defias Ringleader. Alright, this is scary right here, but we could still do it. Oh my god, I got a taunt. Oh my god, I got a taunt. That is amazing. So we're going to play the taunt. Blessing of Kings. Kill her most threatening minion. Make a Recruit. Oh my god, I didn't play around Betrayal. I should have made a Recruit first and then played Senjin, keeping the Recruit in the middle. That would have... Because now Betrayal will kill my 5-2. If I'd kept the Recruit in the middle, this 5-2 could survive. Oh my gosh, I hope she doesn't have a second Betrayal. She used one earlier. Alright, Lord of the Arena. Not very good here if this thing survives. No, she saps my 5-2. Oh no, she saps my Senjin. Oh, right. She's going to kill my 5-2. She had the sap. Oh my god, she had the sap. If she hadn't had sap, I could have killed this with the 5-2. But as it is, I'm in trouble because she's actually threatening lethal. Alright. Well, she's out of cards. That's good at least. Earthen Ring Farseer. Okay, I have to play Taunt or I literally lose the game. Now, here the Harpy's really weak. It just dies to the Lord. I don't see too much value in playing that Harpy. I think it's better to heal up and play the Acolyte so that I can get an extra card next turn. Alright, if she can sap it or assassinate it, she does have lethal damage. 6 plus 2 plus 1 is 9. She needs to get rid of this. Silence or removal will do the job. If she hits it with the Lord, that means I'm surviving another turn, and it looks like I am surviving another turn. She's going to hit me in the face with that guy, still trying to burn me out. Alright, now she's hitting me in the face with that dagger. This thing at 2 health is really frustrating. I need a buff of some kind, but I've already used my Defender of Argus. I don't have any other buffs in this deck, so I'm pretty lost. Monkey gives me another turn. Alright. Yeah, I need to get past this Lord of the Arena, so we're going to do this. And draw a card. Always draw cards first, kids. Spiteful Smith is a good card. Put down the Monkey. I can make the Spiteful Smith into a Recruit, or I can just make a Harpy. I'm actually going to take a little bit of a chance here, folks. I'm going to take the Harpy, because this is 8 damage. She'd be left at 6 health. I could potentially win the game. Now, I've already used Blessing of Kings, so I wouldn't have that, but still, I feel like I want to get some damage through. She's done so much daggering on me this game. Alright, Twilight Drake is not a problem. I can kill it with the Harpy and something else. She has another Ringleader, though. That's really sad. But she actually was not able to fight past the stupid monkey. This is, look at this, MVP monkey right here. Holding me in the game. Oh, man. This is close. So I can deal 8 damage, 8, 9, 10. I mean, if I do top deck a True Silver Champion, I just win the game right here. I didn't. I got an ooze. But that's actually good, killing the dagger. Well, no, it's not that great. She can just remake it. Mana's kind of irrelevant at this point. So let's see. Do I hit her in the face for 8, 9, 10? No, I don't think I can do that. Let's actually kill this off and draw a card. Crazed Alchemist. Oh my god, if I had drawn this, I could have won the game because I can switch. Yeah, 8 plus 4 is 12. If I switch this, I will deal 10 damage, 11. Oh no, I actually, that would not have won me the game. No, it wouldn't have dealt enough damage. No, never mind. Sorry, I was incorrect. Okay, this is still fine, though, because what I can do is I can swap this. That way, my Harpy can kill that, and it can kill that, and actually still be alive. Go ahead and drop the Ooze. And drop the Spiteful Smith. So here we go. She's got 1 top deck. 1 card will not deal 6 damage. Even if it is something like Leroy Jenkins. I've got this stupid monkey here. And I might actually win the game. Oh my god, that was quite the run. Well, I think my opponent is angry, but also I think I made some good draft choices there that really helped me stay in it. The stupid monkey, I think a lot of people would have passed on, but it kept me in the game. And that Windfury Harpy really helped as well. Also, the Justice guy healing me up was important, because I did end up, you know, below the amount of health that he healed me by. Wow, it's close. My opponent could have gotten me down to 4 health at one point, but just didn't have the Eviscerate. She never did play an Eviscerate at all, so either she didn't see one in her draft, or it was at the bottom of her deck. Well, that was an exciting start to the arena. Beat my worst matchup. Here we are up against a mage, Evil Genius. That is not how you spell genius. Of course, against a mage, I draw my Young Priestess on turn 1. Alright, Consecration will send back, but I'll keep the Farseer. If I have to waste it as a 3/3 for 3, that's fine. Alright, so let's see what she does before I commit to anything. Hopefully there's no Mana Worm. Please don't play Mana Worm. Oh god. Don't play Mana Worm. I'd be very unhappy to see. Actually, I mean, it's not the end of the world. I could play the Ooze. So I could, of course, play the Infiltrator, Coin, and Young Priestess and make a 2/2 stealth, but really, what does that give me? The Young Priestess is going to die. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to play the Infiltrator by itself and hang on to my Coin. I'm going to play this later. I don't want to give her a chance to do something useful on turn 2 with Fire Blast, because chances are she doesn't have anything to do right here. So I want to play this later, where Fire Blasting it will mean like she's not making a good play. Okay, so yeah, she fired out, blasted my face. You're going to just kill this for free. So I want to play this later, so that she'll have to choose between making a good play or Fire Blasting to kill my minion. Okay, in fact, I'm going to actually do that right here. I'm going to play the Bluegill Warrior. I'm going to swing for 4 damage, and here's where I'm going to coin and play Young Priestess. So one of my guys is going to get buffed and survive Fire Blast, and now she can kill one of them, of course, but that means she's not playing a 3-drop, and then I've got 4 damage here that I'm just going to pound her with. Looks like she, in fact, does not have anything good to do with her life. That's fine. So, let's think about this. I could play the Novice Engineer, cycle a card. Or I could play Farseer, waste 2 points of healing, but get a 3/3 down. I'm going to play the Novice Engineer. I would like to get some of my good drops, and so digging through my deck seems like a good plan right here. So now she has to choose between killing off my 1/1s or actually playing real cards. If she drops Ascension here, that would be pretty annoying. She's going to Fire Blast again, but now she does have a 2-drop, unfortunately. There's a Frost Bolt. Oh, she's going to use a Frost Bolt on an Infiltrator. That's fine by me. No problem. Alright, Defender of Argus is cute, but probably not worth it here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to choose to play more rather than less, so I'm going to make that in a Recruit rather than playing a single 3-drop. So again, just giving her too many targets for this Fire Blast, and she really should start playing, you know, real creatures at some point here. She's had a very slow start. So maybe this will be the turn she actually makes a 5-drop play. She's a Yeti. Well, that's a pretty good card for her here. Can't deal with it super easily. Well, never mind. I can. Is that worth it to just get rid of the Yeti? I think so. Let's do this. So I don't want to put it on one of these guys because then the minion would stay at 1 health after running into the Yeti. And then it would get Fire Blasted to death. Another option would have been actually to hit her in the face. That might have been better than hitting the Yeti. Alright, she's going to freeze this ooze to stop it from attacking. That's fair enough. I could Panda it. No, that's silly. I could heal this up, but it doesn't do me any good. It would still die to the Frost Elemental. What I think I'm going to do is play the stupid monkey, though, and heal it up. Yes, I'm going to play the stupid monkey and heal it. And then swing. Now, of course, a Flame Strike is very good here. It would clear my board out, but this would stay at 1 health, so she's left to throw the Frost Elemental at it. I'd still prefer she not have a Flame Strike. If she has a Fireball, that's so good. It's so good that she doesn't have a Flame Strike here. So now, she plays a Secret in lieu of killing off my things. This is probably Mirror Entity if I had to guess. Alright, let's see. You should always check for Mirror Entity before you check for Vaporize, but I have 2/1/1, so I can actually do a free check here. Okay, so it probably is Mirror Entity then. I don't really want to give her this Tiger. Nor do I want to give her a Scarlet Crusader, but there's nothing good to do with this Panda. That's awkward. I could play Defender of Argus and then kill it. Okay, we'll give her a 2/3. Okay, it's actually not Mirror Entity, so it is one of the spell. It is one of the spell secrets. I could put the Defender of Argus back into my hand, but let's actually play Scarlet Crusader. She didn't have a Flame Strike last turn where it would have been amazing, so I don't think she'll have it this turn unless she top decked it. I'm threatening the kill. Only thing that can save her is an Ice Block, and that would only save her for a turn. No Flame Strike for the opponent. She actually pings off the shield. Does she actually have Arcane Explosion? No, she has Sunwalker. So she's going to hang on in like that, and she will kill off my Novice Engineer. Alright, well, this actually works out okay. Consecration gives me some options. Yeah, let's actually Consecrate. Seems fine. Wait, no, hang on. First we're going to run in the Recruit. That's a lot more sensible. Then we Consecrate. So it's not Counterspell. Let's kill that off. It is either an Ice Block or a Spellbender. Boy, it's hard to say which one is more or less likely. I'm going to put the Defender of Argus back into my hand. Let's make a Recruit. Pass the turn. So it's unfortunate that I couldn't get her down to 0 this turn. That would have been really nice to trigger Ice Block. Because if it is Ice Block, which for all intents and purposes we can say is a 50-50 chance, I could be in some trouble. She might be able to clear my board out before I'm able to kill her. Alright, no, it's actually apparently Spellbender, so she concedes. And that's the game. Well, thanks for watching, folks. Please like the video and or subscribe if you enjoyed it. And we got 40 gold for completing that daily quest. Plus, the rest of the games are going to be coming up soon. I'll see you in just a bit.